Hi, I'm Cynthia James, and I'm doing my critical thinking assignment 4.2. What is inclusion? Inclusion is when a special needs student is placed in a general ed classroom. This student is in a general ed classroom with accommodations and also with assistance from a general ed teacher working with a special needs teacher. This student may come with a lot of accommodations that needs to be met to be in a general ed classroom. The first question that I was asked, should young children with special needs be included in a traditional classroom? I feel that a student with special needs in a general ed classroom can be successful, but a student with special needs is labeled special needs for a reason. I feel that this student needs to be in a small sitting classroom that can accommodate this student's needs. In a general ed classroom, this student has to be able to, really compete with 15, 20 kids and is labeled special needs. This student is special needs for a reason. Being in a general ed classroom, how can he be successful or she be successful? I really don't understand that. It can work, but look at the students that are in this general ed classroom that are, quote, normal. How can they even learn with this student that needs all these accommodations that's in this special ed classroom, that's in this general ed classroom, that has to come with all these? Most the times that I've seen special needs students in the general ed classrooms, they come with a lot of accommodations, a lot of assistance from different teachers in and out. Why make them be in a general ed classroom where they can get the support and they need in a small setting, in a classroom where they can get what they need? The second part of my question was, what is inclusion? And like I said, inclusion is when a general ed student is in a special needs student is in a general ed classroom with accommodations. Sometimes, yes, it do work. But out of those sometimes, how many times has it not worked? We need to look at the other students as well. We need to look at the teacher that is trying to juggle this special needs student and the general ed students. Yes, it does help when you have support from the special needs students. But not, how can this teacher that's a special ed teacher give support to the general ed teacher when she has other students to give support to? We have to look at all those factors. We have to look at parents that come with special needs students. The parents, they want to be able to be involved in their students' education, which is fair. But how can a teacher that's a generic teacher with 15, 20 other kids give this special treatment to this special needs students' parents that wants to be able to have every day accounted for minute by minute? That's not fair. The second part of my question says, how is it beneficial to students with the special need? A student being in a general ed classroom, just like I said, yes, it can work. But we have to look at this special needs student. How can this child be successful? Being in a general ed classroom that needs a special accommodation has to have, different lesson plans, have to have a different curriculum. How can a child that needs those things be in a general ed classroom that needs these accommodations, that needs this special lesson plan? How can that child be really in a general ed classroom? I'm loss of words because it doesn't work. We need to, as teachers, educators, we need to look at that and say, is it really benefiting the student? Is it really benefiting the other students? Is it really benefiting the teacher or teachers that has to go into the gen ed classroom to help the gen ed teacher try to teach the special needs students, that the teachers that are special need teachers are trained to, that know how these students learn? How can a gen ed teacher that has no training, has no clue how to teach this student, make this child successful? It really does not work. We can push our kids in inclusion. We can push our kids into mainstream. But are they really being able to be successful? It's hard to say. The percentage of the students that are in special needs that go into the inclusion classrooms that are successful are very slim. Are very slim. The students that make it, that are in inclusion, that are in a special needs classroom, that stay in their special needs classroom, look at that percentage and see, are they making it? Are they being successful in their special needs classroom? They have the accommodations that they need. They have the teacher supports in and out that all the students get that are in the special needs classroom. We need to look at all those points of view and see how are we making a difference by putting special needs students in inclusion classrooms. Thank you.